Hello, it's Antonio from Body by Bates, and today we're going to talk about the liver. The liver is one of the most important organ in the body because it cleanses the body. Literally, it's where everything goes through to process out the body. So it's as important as the brain, the heart, liver. It just play a vital role. So we have to take care of the liver. One of the biggest no-no that I realize and see on on Instagram and all these media, it's people mixing fruits and vegetable and milk. That is total poison to the body. And the body is so intelligent that it realizes you're not in your right mind, so it have to convert all of this stuff. The liver have to convert all of this thing in your body and get rid of it. Sometimes you don't even get the nutrients because sometimes you just go straight to the bathroom and you defecate, lose stools, yeah, because the body don't know what to do with it. It's not everything have its own medium or environment to digest. The fruits have sugar, so you take a different type of enzyme to digest it. The 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 vegetable is more starchy with a little sugar and protein, so you take a next environment. The cow milk or the yogurt, which you're not supposed to consume in the first place, it takes another set of hormones and digestive juice to digest it. So you combining all of these things together, it's not a good thing. We know and we understand that digestion begins in the mouth. And when you're chewing stuff, it's the saliva is getting the food pre-digested and get the stomach ready to digest the food. But if you're mixing all of this stuff together and create a poison and drink it straight into the gut, then you're wreaking havoc on the body, and the liver job is to figure out how to get rid of it. So that's a big no-no. Stop mixing fruits and vegetables together. It's not the right thing to do. God is great, God is good, because without the liver, you'd be long gone. The body is intelligent enough that it figure out what to process out and what not to process so that the body can still stay alive. Another thing is the processed food that we consume. Anything in a plastic or a can that can stay on a shelf up to a year or more, it's not good for the body. If you realize that mold, parasite, or any other living organism is not consuming it, you should not be consuming it yourself. So, all the processed stuff, it kills the body. It kills the enzyme. Your body's giving up stuff just to stay alive. So, cut out the processed stuff. Try to eat live food. You cannot get life from death. The only person pulled that off was Jesus Christ himself. So we know that in order for us to stay alive, we have to eat live food. The next no-no for the liver is refined sugar. Imagine you get a bunch of stuff and dry it down, process it until it becomes liquid, and then you put it in a situation or a oven or something to suck out all the moisture, reduce the moisture, and then you're consuming it in spoon loads. That's poison to the body. The body cannot handle it. If you can't eat a bunch of grapes, you should not eat or drink certain amount of sugar that is already concentrated into the sugar that we're consuming. So They have a study where they put the mice and the mice on sugar and cocaine, and to their surprise, when they let them out to choose, the mice will go for the sugar. That's how addictive the sugar is. So I understand the journey of getting off of sugar, but it's very important because the body will last for years. You know, you're born, your mother giving you instead of breast milk, she's giving you formula, and while you're growing up, they start giving you sugar, and you can last about 40, 50 years, and then the whole thing start tumbling down, and they know that. They tell you, oh, you know, when you reach certain age, your body start breaking down, you start getting old. But if you were consuming what is designed for you, you would not be in that dilemma. You'd be living for years. I mean, seriously. The next thing is alcohol, and alcohol is just as bad as sugar. The only thing is that it's liquid, liquid sugar, and that could be worse than the actual sugar. And it is because it's liquefied and you're just drinking this thing down day in, day out, and you wonder why you're drunk. Because the body is dying, the brain is dying. So it's trying to figure out how to, you know, survive this attack on the brain. So that's where the liver come in. But the liver is taking most of the damage because it have to try to process this thing out. You know, create all kind of hormones, all kind of stuff, so that you can survive this ordeal. So the less alcohol, the less sugar, the better for you. The next thing that a lot of people are complaining about these days is rest. Nobody's sleeping. They're sleeping 4 to 6 hours. The body required up to 8 hours or more because you are trying to cleanse the bad stuff out the body. And trust me, if you were an athlete like I was back in the days, I could sleep for 3 to 4 hours and know that I am well rested and able to function the next day because I was eating so clean. If you're eating all this processed meat, processed carbs, fat, sugar, alcohol, all of these things, the body take time to process it out, and it happens during the night. So you wonder why your blood pressure is higher. I don't know, doctor tell you to take your blood pressure first thing in the morning, crazy, and record it. But that's when your body is doing the most work. It's under pressure. You just wake up, your blood pressure is going to be high because it's trying to do some work in the night. So it's important that when you wake up, if you even do some breathing exercise, deep breaths and stuff, it will help to lower back your blood pressure instead of just continuing through the day with a high blood pressure. The blood pressure is up because it's trying to force blood into areas that it don't normally go, like your toes, your fingers, you know, with all these inflammation in the body. It's trying to clean everywhere, but if you're not giving it enough time, it's not a good thing. You're gonna end up, you know, it's like start cleaning the house, and then you realize, you know, you have to stop the mop, you know, not working, and you still leave a mess. So it's best that you try and get some rest at night. Stay away from all these processed stuff. The things you can do to help the liver is not doing the stuff that cause damage to the liver, like the processed food, the mixing fruits and vegetable, alcohol, refined sugar. But you have stuff that can help you, like eating raw foods, raw vegetables. Chop them up in a container by themselves, throw use some coconut oil or olive oil, virgin, cold pressed olive oil on it, and that will help you to recover the liver. They say that the liver can be damaged up to 60%, but if you do what you need, it will fully come back into function. The next thing you can do for the liver is to drink plenty of water, and I would recommend things like coconut water and lemon water, the ones with the seed, not the seedless one. So if you're doing that during the day, and the reason why they tell you to drink 8 glasses of water is because you're not getting water from any other source other than soda and alcohol. Normally, if you're living in the will of God and what God recommends for you is that you would be having fruits most of the day, coconut water, melon, all the juices that is required to give you the right hydration to the body. But even the distilled water and all of these things, you have to add lemon to it so that you can get something instead of it depleting something from the body. So I recommend you drink plenty of water. Some other teas that you can drink, because you have to stop calling these things herbs, because the new law is saying that they're going to ban any type of herbs or talking about herbs. So we're talking about teas. It's no longer herbs, it's tea. So you can have nettle tea to help the liver to recover and to get the nutrients. And there's a thing named milk thistle, and that's very nutritious to the liver. It will help your liver to get back on track, do what it needs to do. And so those are some of the stuff I recommend. Another thing is dandelion tea. So we're no longer worried about herbs. We want food, and we're drinking tea. It's not about trying to tell everybody what it cures. We're not curing anything. We're just doing what we need to do to be in balance, the right state that the body is designed to be in. So let's go it over. The best thing you can do, stop eating processed meat, food, carbs, chips, banana chips, not banana chips, but potato chips, all of these carbs that are cooked. Stop eating that, stop drinking the alcohol, stop having refined sugar, and drink plenty of water, get a lot of rest, and you're gonna be okay. And then eat the right things. Once you refrain from those things and start eating your fruits and vegetables separately and drink plenty of water, get enough rest, you're going to be fine. So one of the things that will help in the long term is for the individual to choose whether they're going to eat cooked food or they're going to eat raw food. We're the only creature on the planet that actually cook our food. Not a good thing. We're losing nutrients, and it's not good, it's binding to the body. So I was talking to a professor, and he said, I asked him a few questions, and he said, one of the biggest problem in this world is that people keep switching back and forth from eating cooked food to eating raw food. And sometimes even mix it. I'm guilty too. Not knowing. Now you know. So your thing is to choose whether you're going to eat the stuff raw or you're going to cook it. So your body and your intestines and your digestive system can choose a system constantly to digest the food. If you notice, most animals don't eat the wide variety as we do. They eat either just grass, leaves, stuff in the natural state, and they're able to digest it and live longer. Imagine a gorilla living up to 100 or 200 years, and we're more intelligent than the animal. Yes, so it's for us to go back to the Bible, go back to nature, and choose the things them that God is created for us, so that we can stop begging and praying every day for God to heal us when He already tell us how to heal ourselves. So if you want any more information, you can contact me at bodybybates85@gmail.com, bodybybates.com, Instagram bodybybates. Have a great day.